This JTV News Update is brought to you by Eureka Medical Clinic, Nagico Insurance, and Flow. He is not BVI land by birth, but by naturalization, and he said that the BVI is his home, where he intends to remain for the remainder of his life, and with that in mind, wants nothing but the best for his homeland and its people. He is a local farmer who stood and spoke passionately about what he sees as the bitter end of the stick for local farmers.
I have not heard anyone speaking so far about agriculture. And in this room here, we have a lot of people. And if we don't have no food, we shall all perish. Now, I have been around for quite time. And I have been looking at the cost of production here in comparison to what we have in America. The American government has subsidized their farmers tremendously. And as a result of that, the cost of the produce is much cheaper to sell to us. Our farmers are trying their best to put food on our tables here locally. And the local food is better than what we are getting those garbage from America. I would like, similar to what is being done in America, for the government here to give the farmers production incentive. Every pound of produce that they produce here, they should give them an incentive to augment the cost of production. So I would be very grateful in our recovery plan if the government can take that into consideration so that the farmers will put more food on the table. For example, we have cucumbers being grown here, and they are better than those from America. They will last longer. The tomatoes last longer on the tables. But because the supermarkets are getting the cheap garbage stuff from America, they keep purchasing them. When the farmers ask for marketing of their produce, we are told we have produce from America. What will the people in the BVI do? We cannot go to America to look for a job. So those who are producing the produce here, the government must put some sort of safeguard in order that they can have markets for the produce, as well as giving them an incentive. It's going to work out much cheaper.
Judging from the audience's reaction, many were in support of the idea, but one other resident said that there is a bit of a distaste on the part of local farmers at Virgin Gorda that also needs to be addressed.
I totally agree with a lot of it, he says, but on the other hand, Virgin Gorda is so dependent on tourism, and in order to have tourism here, it doesn't go well when you have livestock going on the streets and you have these ugly fences around. Yes, you have to support farming, but I think it has to be done in a different way than it's done right now. Because what we see and we experience, fences are being put up, ugly barbed wire fences. Then they put up buildings, and then when they're done, they abandon things, and it looks horrible. I mean, it's an eyesore of tourism, and I think it's very important that we need to think about that. We need to make the islands beautiful. That said, we need to also have agriculture. We need to grow our vegetables and have our animals. But the animals have to be a place that's away from the tourist and from residential areas in order to work.
Deputy Premier and the Minister for Natural Resources and Labor, Dr. the Honorable Kedrick Pickering, was on the spot and lauded the residents' passion for farming. He says there is some consideration for incentive for farmers. He also challenged the farmers to consider modern ways of farming.
Critical components, especially now, that I think we all need to embrace is technology. How do we apply the technology in various ways, especially in the area of agriculture? So within our ministry and in the department itself, we're looking at the whole concept of agribusiness. And how can you, the very thing you speak about, how can you inspire people to see not agriculture just as digging a hole and putting something in the ground, but the wider scope of the businesses that can be created surrounding agriculture, agricultural development, and agri-business products. Right now, we have 3 major proposals before us to help develop agriculture and agribusiness in the BVI. And what is really, really fascinating about them is all of them are taking into consideration technology, especially the greenhouse technology. One of them is talking about food waste and converting food waste to develop agriculture. One is talking about using fish farming and using the waste products from fish to generate the byproducts from that to be able to generate the energy necessary to grow the food. And of course, all of them are including the whole concept of green technology using alternative energy. Looking at Parquita Bay as it is right now, what we see is a splendid opportunity to do all of that, to develop a grand vision for agriculture, agribusiness. And as a matter of fact, the government is going to fuse the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries into one department, because we see the importance of forming a regulatory body to help deal with some of the other issues that even just came about. The subsidy that is going to be involved in developing that is that government will provide the land and help to utilize what land is available to form cooperatives, generate business opportunities, and take it from there. One company, for instance, who wants to lease 3 acres from government is a joint venture between locals and an international company that has wide experience in this arena. And I'm prepared to take that to Cabinet in the next couple of weeks to help get that project off the ground.
After years of futile efforts to get the greenhouse project in Parquita Bay at Tortola up and running, Honorable Kedrick Pickering had said at a previous occasion that government was on the brink of making it a reality until Hurricane Irma wreaked havoc on the multi-million-dollar project on September 6 of 2017. The greenhouse project, which has been part of social discussions for years, has cost the taxpayers well over $6 million to date. With this JTV News Update, Kathy Richards.
Eureka, located in the British Virgin Islands. Come, discover Eureka Medical Clinic, which provides the most complete medical services in the Virgin Islands. Our state-of-the-art clinic offers the highest quality in specialty care, cardiology, gastroenterology, orthopedics, and spinal surgery. We also offer specialty care in obstetrics and gynecology, as well as dermatology. Eureka Medical Clinic offers diagnostic procedures such as x-rays, mammograms, CAT scans, and all forms of ultrasound exams. Now, for the first time in the BVI, Eureka offers MRI scanning too. With colonoscopy and gastroscopy, we check the intestines and stomach for polyps, colon cancer, and ulcers too. Located at Geneva Place in the heart of Road Town, Eureka Medical Clinic with Medicare Pharmacy and Labs offers you a comprehensive medical facility all under one roof. So for high-quality medical services and convenience, there's no need to look any further. Eureka! You found it.
When it comes to your health, being uninsured is never an option. Listen to some sound advice. Nagico's Nagicare is one of the best medical insurance plans your money can buy. We offer you solutions to medical coverage benefits tailor-made to your budget and preferences, so that the next time you visit a doctor, you can rest assured that we've got you covered. Visit our website, nagico.com, or contact a Nagico office or agent near you. Nagico Insurances. We've got you covered.